Hi, everybody. We're back. Lim's not so good at this stuff. I pushed the wrong button, but here we are. We're back, which will be fine because two videos is better than one, and they're not as long to have to watch. So we're getting right back into it.
Yes.
Say hi, JoJo, by the way, in case they.
Hello, world.
Okay. Oh, here's Valhalla.
Lastly,
Let me see if I can
to
turn it
my
up.
friend Charlie Kirk,
My friend Charlie Kirk.
rest now, brother.
Rest
We
now,
have the
brother.
watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
I'll see you in Valhalla. What a strange. Now you didn't hear that, obviously.
Uh-uh.
I wonder if that's because. I don't know why that's happening. All right, well, that's okay, but you've already seen it, so you know. So FBI didn't catch him. His father turned him in.
Yes.
I'm just kind of scrolling through. Do you have something you want to share?
I'm looking for something still, so go
Okay.
ahead. Keep going.
So I tried to start coining this term. The psyop is turning.
Oh, I like that.
And so it's starting to turn. And I think the group that we're constantly talking about, the who's. They
Yeah.
don't like it when they're exposed, but what they will do is that when they start getting exposed, they will start throwing fodder out, right? And they will start pointing at themselves because that's where the blame lays. So they will start also blending in and also laying blame
Mm-hmm.
on themselves. You'll see this every single time. This is how until the point where they can control both sides of the opposition, right?
Yeah.
As the two sides are wrestling against each other, they'll start blending in on both sides until one side has the clear advantage or the victory, and then they'll see we were always with you guys. See, but then Monday it's right back to work. It's not even Monday. They're like 24 hours. The Illuminati. They don't stop.
Right.
I think they're on a limited time schedule. Apparently, if you believe in Jesus,
Right.
I think they're on a limited time schedule. Okay, so
That
here's
had been
Stephen
engraved
Miller.
on
What does he
casings
say?
found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this question mark?" Inscriptions on the three unfired casings
Can't
read,
believe you can't hear
"Hey
this.
fascist!" exclamation point.
Okay,
I know. Cut me away.
so that was Stephen Miller, and he's describing how they found a gun in the woods, neatly wrapped up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then he also goes on to describe how on the gun there was entire paragraphs written. Catch fascist and all this stuff. The viewers just heard it a little bit. So I have to make fun of that a little bit because, first of all, I just want to know how you got how did you get the inscriptions on there? Like, what is he? Hey, is that a Sharpie or are you like? How you getting these manifestos on the bullets?
Right.
That doesn't even make any sense. Like, what do they think this is? Like freaking what is that? Assassin's Creed? Do they think this is Assassin's Creed, like the video game? Where there's like decorative bullets and like
Yeah. No kidding.
it's got like manifestos just written on it. And these are like full sentences. It's madness. It's anyway, for that one I said the fakery just chugging along on schedule. That was my
Well, I cannot find anywhere what I wanted to share, so we'll just forget that.
Oh, it might come back to you. Okay. Okay, so I have to do both sides. So the Nazis, this guy claims that he's a Nazi, Christopher Cantwell, and I'm not going to get really too into this, but I just wanted to just be fair, so that we're like we're making fun of both sides. That's
Right.
right. Let's definitely do that. So this guy,
Are, are you still on Telegram?
yeah, can you see me?
No, I only see your background screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just see your Gitmo.
Oh, I think I know why. Okay. Okay, do you see me now?
No,
Well,
do you have
how about now?
camera? There you
Okay.
are.
All right. Okay, we'll just come back to this. Okay, well, I think that last video was 30. When we just started this one, so yeah. Should I just go back to Telegram then? I guess I'll do that. Let's see if
Okay.
I can. Yeah, single app. Start.
I promise, audience, we're gonna get better at this.
Now, what do you see now? Do you see me scrolling through here?
No, I just see you.
Oh, you do. Okay. Okay, so now what do you see?
Okay, now we're back to your Telegram.
Okay. Stupid podcast. Okay, so I just wanted to finish this really quick. This Christopher Cantwell guy has been claiming he's a Nazi for I don't know how long because I don't follow the Nazis that well. But I'll tell you, I have been because let's we got to look at all sides. There's some good information over there. Of course, I don't agree with everything, but
That's a whole different conversation, yes, that I don't think a lot of people are ready for, but I think we need to get there at some point. I think there's a conversation with everything.
right, right. I mean,
It's going to
well,
be hard.
I'm quite willing to listen to what anybody has to say. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
The left has had plenty of opportunity to say what they wanted to say, and mostly it's just yelling and curse words.
Right.
Anyway, so but just to be fair, I was gonna make fun of both sides. This Christopher Cantwell ends up turning up to be some flaming faggot. I should have said that. I mean, a flaming bundle of sticks, which is what that term means. And I'm not even gonna get into it because it's so heinous. And I'm like, oh man, you guys. So I really feel like both sides are just really controlled. You know,
Right.
I don't trust either side. Let me just play this clip. Here's Charlie.
Guys not know this was taking place.
Can you hear this?
So I've been to Israel many times. The whole
No.
country's a fortress.
He's talking about Israel. Okay, well,
I wonder though, even if I can't hear it, I wonder if the viewers will be able to hear it since you're the one recording. So
yeah, they can hear, it, but that's not as fun for us to talk about something that we could just listen to real quick.
well, true.
We'll have to figure that out. Oh my God. Okay, so are you still seeing my Telegram?
Yes.
Okay, so this is, I'm not going to show this because this will get bad. But this guy apparently beheads an Indian man,
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
an illegal immigrant. So we're only at September 12th, by the way. So this is like 2 days. So we're only gotten through 2 days worth of news. Oh, and then here's the transcript of the Netanyahu thing where he was like, "No, we are totally not guilty, guys. We would never." And then it's like somebody put in U.S. liberty-shaped bulge begins protruding from the wall. Never ever 5 Hasidic you-know-who's dancing in a van, right? Because that's the 9/11 thing. Do anything. And then the ghost of JFK taps the interview on the shoulder, asking if he's seen the top half of his head. Like that ever. So that's just a little joke there. I don't know if you get that, but it's kind of funny. President Trump says he hopes that Charlie Kirk's assassin gets the death penalty. What do you think of that?
Oh my gosh, yes, and I mean, I think they're going to be doing it live. Again though, is that soft disclosure getting us ready for the tribunals?
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense if the guy
Makes
didn't
no-
do it, does it? I mean, it's just we really don't know who did it. Oh, because we're going to get into that, right? Now you know about the theories that there's other shooters there, right?
I've
There
heard
there
that.
always are.
I cannot believe that this 21-year-old
Right,
GPA kid
right.
did this. I
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah, I agree. Here's a black guy just trying to escape out of the back of a truck.
Oh my gosh.
It's just in the news cycle, guys. All right. Oh, I have to show you this because we always have to goof on this. So this is very important.
Look, I'm under what?
You can't hear this.
Gentlemen, this
No.
is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge?
What
Eating
is
a
the
meal?
charge?
A
Eating a
succulent
meal?
Chinese meal? See that chap over
succulent
there?
Chinese
Get your
meal?
hand off my penis! Look, I'm
See that? It's just not as fun if you can't hear that. He's like, "Get your hand off my penis." Do you remember that one?
Oh my god.
I'll say,
Yeah.
well, you'll have to go back. All right. Well, here's the guy. Let's watch this.
Okay.
You can see him going there. That's supposedly Tyler Robinson.
As he does,
Robertson.
he's going to climb off the edge
Yes.
Okay, let's just check this out.
and
Do you
drop
think
down to the ground. As he did,
I don't know,
Okay,
but
he left
I'll
no
to
some
give.
no
palm
gun there?
impressions. There's some smudges, some
No
places
gun
where we
there.
collect
That looks like a
DNA.
jacket.
There's a
He's
shoe
like,
imprint
"Ow, my
where
leg."
we believe
Yeah,
the
but
suspect
also
was
he
clearly
flexed his
identified as
both
wearing
knees,
Converse tennis shoes.
so there's no
Again, we'll
gun
replay
in
that so you
there,
can get another view of that.
right?
Right.
It's important to note his black
I'm trying to figure out how
t-shirt
far
and
of a
his black
fall that is.
pants.
That's probably about 10 or 11 feet. Oops. Well, that was a crappy video. Oh, and then they claimed that they had palm impressions on the roof, and I can just come on, guys, palm impressions on what? I work on roofs all the time. There's no palm impressions getting left up there.
Yeah.
Be-
No.
because if you look at that roof, I can tell you right now, as a builder, that's probably
To come out on the right, moves
no,
to this far
usually
right
they have
corner.
stones. Those are stones over tar,
As
so
he
you're not
does,
going to get
he's
any
gonna
palm
climb off
impressions.
the
Plus
edge
that
and then
flashing right
drop
there
down
that
to
he's
the ground. As
climbing
he did
down on,
that, he left
that's just
some palm
all
impressions,
concrete and steel. There's no
some
palm
smudges,
impressions
some
getting
places
left
we're
on
looking
that.
to collect DNA.
Well, and just
There's
watching
a
this
shoe
video
imprint
too, I'm
where
asking
we believe the
myself, okay,
suspect
let's just say that this 21-year-old real smart dude is capable of being a sniper. Okay, let's just say that. Why on earth would you then give away yourself on the roof by running completely across it, jump down? Like, you would think your
Mm.
training involved being able to get away secretly.
Well, how did
That's
yeah, that's the biggest thing of being a sniper is you don't
right.
want anybody knowing that you took the shot.
Exactly. But
And
here
and,
he
and the other thing is there's a lot better places to have taken that shot from, like the parking
God.
garage,
Yeah.
like he could have ran into I better not I better stop talking there cuz I mean, snipering just isn't done like that, Like I wanted to
Right.
be Marine snipers, and I studied it in depth when I was a kid, and also I was a airsoft sniper. I used to snipe my buddy across the street all the time when he go to work. It was fantastic. But you don't stick the gun out the window. That doesn't work like that. You're usually hiding way back in the shade, in the shadows.
Right.
And then and a lot of times you just leave all your equipment there, and that's a professional job. And then
Well, and
if it's an
like I
operation, somebody else picks up the equipment.
right. And like I said before, this kid had time to not only
Yeah,
assassinate, run away, jump off the building, disengage his firearm. Where's that screwdriver at?
yeah,
Throw it in the woods, cover it up,
right. In fact,
have
you know what?
identified
Let's
as
go to the
being
beginning of
found on
this
the
video.
right,
Let me pause
moves
it
to
real
this
quick.
far right
a
Okay,
whole
look,
conversation
see,
with his lover on why he did it. I mean, this kid had so much time to do this. It's insane to me.
plus it has to be trans, and they're in a gay relationship. Bunch of bundle of sticks again. Okay, so can you see this video I'm scrolling on?
Yeah.
So there's who they're telling us is Tyler, right? There, you can see him right
Mm,
there. Here, he's right there in the middle. Now, where we see he's coming from the left behind that other upper like building part on the roof there. You see that? So
yeah.
he's coming from the left, like he's coming from back
As we
here.
come out on
See
the
that? He's
right,
coming from back there. Where are you shooting from back there that you can get? Or is this the opposite? Like, where's Charlie Kirk in relationship to this building? Is he to the left or to the right? I'm assuming he's probably to the left, I guess, maybe.
I think so.
It's just okay. All right. Well, very odd. Very, very odd. Okay. Let's see. So here's some more psyop turning. So this says whatever it was in the past, today the ADL is a hate group. Oh, that's about all I'm gonna read on that. That alone right there will get you on a list, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's really huge. And for this to happen to this poor Charlie Kirk, if this guy ever existed, and then to rehash some of these old things that I never even heard him say that before, but I just take that for granted. I already know that this 3-letter agency that I'm talking about right here, that we're talking about, is completely, you know how it was founded, right?
Well, how?
It was founded. This is the 3-letter agency right here. I'm looking at this one right here. You see that in
Oh,
the capital letters? That's what I'm talking about. So that was founded by a guy that his name was Leo Frank, and he like raped and murdered a 14-year-old girl named Mary. I can't remember her last name now, and she worked at his pencil factory. So he raped and murdered her, tried to get away with it. The locals found out she was an Irish girl, and 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 he was you know who. And so they hung him, or they tried him for murder, and they found him guilty, and they were going to hang him. And so this 3-letter agency this one right here started. That's how they began to. They began as a group to try and save this Leo Frank guy, and they
mhm.
did. They did in the courts. They did, and so he was freed. And then the angry mob was like, "Forget that," and they went and hung him anyway. And so but it's like, did you really start an agency to protect the pedophile? You know what I mean? Like that, and it continues today, right? And so even so today, you can see that like they have an entire list of what they call antis, you know what, right?
Yes, yes,
A,
yes.
a term coined a term that they coin and that they freely admit that they use as just self-defense, and they use it just for control, right? They use that for control. And so this thing was started to protect a guilty man of killing a 14-year-old, and it still continues. And then if you look at all the things that they think that are that entire list includes things like saying Jesus was killed by the Jews, and like Jesus is Lord and Jesus is King, and other slogans that are just normal everyday stuff. So I mean, the whole thing is quite, evil, to be perfectly honest, right?
Mhm.
And here we have Charlie Kirk said he fears Israel would kill him if he stepped out of line. And the funny thing about this is it says Netanyahu paused his attacks on 7 different countries to tweet about Charlie minutes after the attack. Minutes. Remember we were talking about that. Minutes is unreal.
It was unreal. It was so out of place.
That is so suspicious. Um yeah, so and here's the gun. That they put the scope on backwards.
Oh my gosh.
So this is and there was inscriptions on the bullets. Well, we already talked about that. And then a man beheaded at the Dallas hotel. Oh, I don't know if you saw this, but did you see this? This guy was hit by this black woman, so the black violence is continuing. It's out of control. Anyway, he followed her to get her license plate, but then she got out of the car and like pointed a gun at him and his son.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, and the gun goes off. So he's had enough. Finally, she points the gun at him too many times, and he tries to arrest it. Gun goes off right there,
Wow.
and I think he got knocked out. Look, this is crazy. See that disarm? Look at the son grabs the gun and runs it over here. If it had been the other way around, they would have stole that gun. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you know what? That makes me think that that's a psyop too, because like the way that guy disarmed that thing was unreal. I'm just glad nobody got shot in that. That was crazy. I just wonder how many psyops are really going on. You know, um, a lot of them. It seems like.
Oh, yes. Every day seems like a new one comes about.
Oh, and this is some more about that airline that took off. I feel like we're rehashing really old news. I feel like this is like a year old, but it was only like 12 days ago. You know?
I crazy. It's crazy how much happens anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be we'd all be waiting around for something to pop off. Now it's like our heads are on a swivel. Everything keeps happening all at once.
That was a video of a guy rolling the head down the And you
I
said
saw
head on
that
a
one.
swivel. Oh my god. All right, let's just keep going. Let's get past that. Okay. In fact, let's go the other way. Let's go down here and go the other way. I wanted to show you this real quick. Check this out. Look at the guy down in the left corner.
Oh my gosh.
This is how real it can start looking. Look at that.
That is insane.
And they made a movie about this too. Remember, it was the girl and she controlled Godzilla. So yeah, what do you think? And then this is a weird one. And then we'll just come back to our faces. How's that? Because we're at 20
I gave
minutes.
a bath and gave some clothes to.
Okay.
She's supposed to be sitting right here with one of my bags and a man named Adam.
Now you can't hear
Norman,
this,
are
but I'm
people
going to just tell you
disappearing?
what he's
Not
telling.
here, as far as I
People
know.
are disappearing. He's a
They
homeless
are in
guy.
Houston.
Why are people disappearing in Houston?
They're being sold, sir.
They're being
They're
sold.
being trafficked to other countries.
Okay, I'll just come out of that. So
Wow.
yeah, that was recorded a few days ago. This guy's been going around and just recording what homeless people have to say, and he's like, basically, they're selling. That's where all the homeless people are going. Remember when they were taking the homeless people off the streets in San Francisco, and then like overnight they're like, "Where? What?
Where'd they all go? Yep.
Where did they all go?" Oh, I mean, I can't even imagine what's happening. That sounds like a sausage farm.
I know.
And I just hate to think that this kind of evil is still going on, and yet, you know, this is why I'm semi-black pilled, is because it's like, is this evil still happening? And yet we're still out here thinking the white hats are doing something. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what? I get a little upset by stuff like that because that was around the same time I lost my sister. She just disappeared, homeless as well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
um,
I firmly feel like the white hats are in control, but I feel like we're still dealing with the black hats, them trying their last and final charade,
you think
But they,
so?
I, I don't. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Hmm.
Who knows?
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's
But
fair.
I
I'm
know
just
that I have opium because we know that God wins. So if I know that God wins to this, then I know the good wins, and I know that yes, yes,
okay. So can you see this right here?
yes.
I wonder if you went and played this because this is a little bit of Hopium right here, and because you can't hear it, I want you to hear it. So why don't let me come back into our show. Here we are. Got it. Oh, stop sharing. Okay, Okay, here I am. I'm back. Okay, so why don't you go? Hi. Why don't you go and see if you can screen share, and then go to Telegram and see if you can find that. It's only you'll just go to the very bottom of the two-piece podcast thingy, and it's only like 5 or 6 up.
Okay, be right back.
And see if you can do it, and then maybe I'll be able to hear it. But it's more important for you to hear what he has to say. And so, anyway, so this is me and JoJo's podcast. We're at the 23-minute mark. I'm in my room here, so I'm not always in the garage, guys. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
And Joe's gonna see if she can share her screen, and we're gonna try and test out whether or not our audio will work.
You said you sent that.
Yeah, so go into the two-piece podcast
Oh,
channel, and then go all the way to the bottom, and then come up like 4 or 5, maybe 10. It should say Ginger's Liberty Lounge. That's who originally posted it.
So I'm seeing the video where the guy is being the girl, and then I'm seeing the video about homeless, and then
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, keep going up. It's let me see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 up. It is 10 up.
and it's the Sydney M. Brewer.
No, it's a guy in like a salmon colored shirt.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
You see him? Okay, you play that and see if we can. Let me go back to the screen. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Okay, so go on the three, but yeah, there you go. Now share screen, then go to Telegram, and then just push play on that and see if it'll work. I still see you. Oh, okay, you're doing your thing. A beautiful sweatshirt you have there.
It's not letting me play.
It won't let you play it?
Uh-uh.
Okay, don't worry about it then. All right, well, why don't we just oh, okay, so let me try it real quick. Because and then I'll like narrate it to you.
Okay.
Because I really want this on the show at least today. Because this is the only bit of hopium that I found.
Yes, I love me some hopium.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know who this guy is, but oh, you're right. It won't let me play, so I might have to go over here and do it. Oh, you know what? They took it down.
Down.
Oh wait, hang on. Can I do it over here? Down. Wow. Oh. Well, okay, so what it was that guy in the salmon shirt there that I've never seen before in my life was talking about how time had run out on their contracts, their acting contracts. And he goes, you, speaking to the normies, basically, he was like, you guys wouldn't believe if just a regular Joe told you stuff, so it had to be somebody that you thought was important or somebody that you thought had even these diplomas on the wall behind him.
Right.
So that was and he was showing how the whole thing was fake, and he goes, and all us actors, all the contracts just ran out 2 days ago. And what day was this? This is the 18th. So
that's
I wanted
interesting.
to show you that, but unfortunately that they took that down, which is even more interesting that they would take that down, which kind of leads a little bit of credence that, hey, maybe there was something going on there.
Exactly.
Oh, I wish I could have. God, I should have recorded it, but I didn't because I'm an amateur at this. I'm so amateurish.
We'll get better. We'll get better. This is our second one. I think we're doing good so far.
All right. Well, I think we covered everything. There's some news today. We could go over quickly the latest news today, unless there's something on your mind that you'd rather talk about.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's do that then. I guess I'll get back off this. Look at us moving around. We could just do stuff. Still doing things. Okay. Well, okay. Before we go over there, I just wanted to show you guys because now you can see this. This is going to be great. Oh, so yeah, there's some more. Look, was this guy part of it? That guy that was in the circle in the brown shirt. Like he looks very. Look at that. Do you see that?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Let me watch it again.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Great.
What?
Great.
Could he be hitting a button? Because it doesn't look. Now there's a guy behind him.
I think I found the shooter. This guy right here with the white hat.
And then this is
he starts
180 degrees
by creating a couple signals. He touches the bill of his hat, and then he touches his ear. The guy that shot Charlie is over on this side, so he's seeing that guy.
The guy that shot Charlie's up
he's
here in
also
that
seeing
left
this
corner.
guy. This guy has to get out of the way from the guy in the white, and he steps forward.
So he's going
to
start the video
in
here
front
in
of
a
this
second.
guy, so that the guy that's over here that shoots him can see him, and he rubs his right arm, and then you can see this guy in the background. Watch this.
And they like kind of move out of the way. This is wild.
Do you know how many mass
There's the signs.
There goes the signals.
last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence?
Guy in the white shirt
This
back
is
there.
where I really want you to pay attention. Do you see how this guy right here? He moved in front of that guy. He's actually leaning forward right here, and he's touching his arm so that this guy right here in the white shirt.
So that
you can
guy,
see
this
he's
guy,
holding the gun right there. Watch this. This is terrifying, guys.
Take a look at it.
If I go frame by frame, watch this. So if I back up a little bit, the moment the guy in black moves his arm out, watch what happens when the arm comes out right here. Watch what happens to this guy. See how he's got his arm up? Now that guy raises his arms, and you can see the gun right here. This is gonna,
Of
it's
course,
gonna
this is
recoil.
maybe. I don't know, but
And then as soon as he gets done recoiling, Charlie moves.
and there is recoil here, so we're
Here
watching
it
that.
comes. You're gonna see that guy in the white shirt. He's gonna lift his right elbow.
Oh,
Ready?
he's gonna lift his up right elbow. Where's elbow?
Right here. He lifts his elbow. He's holding a gun, and watch what happens. He shoots it. His hand goes right back into place, and then Charlie gets hit.
So let me see if there's recoil. There's a bit of
Watch
recoil there.
this. Raise his elbow.
You see that?
Boom. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of creepy.
Watch the
Okay,
guy.
I hate this because you can't hear, and that bothers me. But I just wanted to show you some interesting stuff. Like here's Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. And they want to tell us that somehow this is a temporary structure. But this is what. Wait, hang on. This is Niagara Falls.
Oh wow.
Wait, Pan American Exposition. I don't know. Oh, this is Dante's Inferno. Is this what's below us?
Oh.
You see that? And that's actually a famous castle there. And I do not doubt that that's exactly what's below us. But I wanted to show you these pictures. Oh, of the old world. Look at this. Do you think this could have been part of like Christ's millennial reign? You know, if we delve into the millennial reign theory, where it's already happened and we're in Satan's little season right now.
Yeah.
Sense. But look at these buildings. How magnificent is that? And
wow.
and you can see they're built for giants. I think inside these domes back here were larger beings that like could come and go.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're totally in our dimension. They have different. They're made up of different molecules. Look at this thing. This is unreal. Look how beautiful that is. I can't even imagine even attempting to build something like that.
I know. It was incredible back then.
And all that stuff had a reason too. And there's always water and fountains and like energy always flows in fountains. Oh, let's see. What's this one? Oh, okay, so this is an interesting thing I found. Let me just take that off there. Remote viewing. Okay. And then remote influencing. So not only can you remote view, but you can remote influence. You know, move a coffee cup across the table or something dumb like that, right?
Right.
And then that gets into like things like tractor beam, like where you can move things with light, right? So they already showed us that in like Star Wars and stuff. So, and it's already been proven that UFOs can do that because they like suck you up into the light, right? So it's a tractor beam. So remote influencing, remote viewing is totally possible, and they're probably doing it all the time. Time and distance appear irrelevant. So once you're in this dimension, I guess, or out of this dimension, time and distance don't matter anymore. So you can remote influence something in the past. Just to surmise. In principle, this is also possible. It can be used to control a larger system, for example, a craft, just a hypothetical shape, but the TR-3B is shaped like that. And you can have artificial bodies in it being remotely influenced by people at a safe place, right? So now it's essentially a drone.
That's crazy.
Is the combination of remote sensing and influencing even any different from local sensing and influencing? Well, that's a good question. Is it? What are we doing? There's a lot of people who say that just lifting your arm up to take a drink of water is telekinesis.
Yeah. Yep.
Or is our biological body just the evolved version of it? And then what controls our bodies? Beyond, and then it's showing here that there's a line drawn here that there's something out past beyond space and time and some hierarchy of minds. And I found that quite fascinating. I think that's they're onto something there. All right. Well, I'm just going to go over to my Telegram page and let's just see what kind of chaos we can come up with.
Okay.
Let's just quickly look at the first transgender clinic was formed in Germany in 1919 by gay Jewish doctor. Oh.
Wow.
And there's a lot of claims that the books, well, there's not claims, it's actuality, but the books that they always talk about them burning, the who's the Nazis.
Yep.
The books they were burning was pornography and all the stuff that we find in our libraries today. They're trying to put in there, and all this transgender stuff. So, and we never hear about that,
That conversation's going to be a rough one, but man, am I here for it, because I think
right?
once we can all comfortably talk about all of that, I think then we're going to see that everything else kind of ties
Well,
all together.
I don't know who is privy or keen on, or is privy to the information that is what was going on, and it was called the Weimar Republic. So after World War One, the who's really took advantage of Germany, or the genuines, because that's what Germany means, and that they basically sold them all into like prostitution and stuff, like, because that's the only way they were making money. And then all these transgender clinics opened up, and they were putting all this pornography in these books, like that were written as pornography, basically, into the libraries, and they're basically destroyed the country, and not to mention the banks and everything else. And then that's why who AH was so popular, is because he stood on the platform. He was like, I'm going to open up the FMs, their temples and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get rid of all this smut, and we're going to stop all this, because it's the cabal that thinks there's 23 different genders. That's part of the Talmudians. That's what I call them. The Talmudians. It's in the Talmud that says there's like who knows how many genders, right? So they're getting all
Yeah.
this. They're just regurgitating all this information. And well, that's basically it. I don't see a whole lot. Let me see. I'll just go down here to see what my friend has. She's sailing along. She likes to post all kinds of stuff.
She does. She's good.
The Attorney General of Florida has launched an online portal where people can submit screenshots of violent extremism. Okay. Florida leading the way. Let's see. Chuck Grassley showed us the cornfield. We're still doing comms, I guess. Cornfields. Remember that, guys? That's so like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
For us black pillars. Trump just threatened the death penalty in front of the UN. I like that. Let's see if anything happened. You know my motto. Nothing ever happens.
Mm-hmm.
Life is easier that way. Oh, look at sailing along, getting on the bandwagon. Israel is left for last for a reason, not mentioned one time.
Yep.
Well, they will be last. They're not going to recognize Palestine, because that would mean they would have to recognize the G word, genocide. So I wonder how long this video will stay up.
It's kind of weird. There's been several things lately I've went and looked for Twitter, and they're not there anymore. So
yeah, Twitter isn't what we're being told it is. I think they're all data information gathering systems. Yes. Look at this. This is really infuriating right here. Look at this. You know what MAID is, right?
Oh.
And they're offering this to children. Canada is one of the most beautiful places on earth, and I didn't realize the amount of evil stuff that has been going on up there. Just so you know, it's been going on up there for a long time. It's not just recently, but as far as recently, man, the full communists are definitely taking over up there. It's just crazy.
Yep.
Man, dude, that's a really good filter for you. That background, how it blurs it out for you.
Yeah, I
like that. This is me golfing. I had a picture of me painted of a picture of me because I enjoyed it so much. That's when I actually could golf. I'm supposed to play club championship this weekend. It's going to be terrible. I'm not prepared at all.
You'll get it.
I'll get through it, and I'll have to pay $200 to do it. It's like a marathon.
Who knows? You might get your hole in one again. I think you're due.
Well, unfortunately, if I do in this thing, they'll probably only give me like $100. My bar bill will be like $300. Guy got one the other day, and we gave him $500, and his bar bill was like $650.
Woo!
I didn't have anything to do with that. He actually
All
he actually almost hit another hole in one that we saw. So he hits a hole in one on 13. This is I don't know why I'm telling you all this. And then he goes around to 17. He's on 17 now. We're on 13, and we already heard about the hole in one. So we're like, kind of hooting him on. And we're watching him because we're like, oftentimes you hit a hole in one, you play like garbage after that, or you play really good. I don't know. It's one of the. It's not in between. So we wanted to see which one it was, and he almost hit the hole in one on 17. So
Did
so
you see
weird.
that I sent you this morning on Telegram of the little kid who hit his first hole in one?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you got to go back and see that.
I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
Well, how are we looking on time? What do you think? We're at 40 minutes right now.
Okay, so we should probably wrap it up.
Let's
This
wrap
one.
it up. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's end with like a good positive something or other. You start.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm just full of hopium. I think things are going in our direction, but use your discernment and really, really look through everything that is being thrown at us. And it's constant, 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 which is what they want. They want us confused. They want us divided. They want us looking there, not here. So just use your discernment. You've done your research, follow your heart, and we win at the end. So
I sure
next,
hope. I hope so.
okay,
I really feel like we're the final stages of like an entire mechanism is being like put into place, and I'm not convinced it's good. This is
listen,
supposed to be the positive part, so I remain critical. However, it also seems like if that were the case, it would have already happened. But I'm coming at it from a different angle too. I know that I've seen the spiritual beings, and I've seen their ships and their craft and everything, and I've actually, I think, technically been on them at some point, like in dreams and stuff like that. Um, so I don't know what's going on in the physicality of our world. The geopolitics is the craziest, most retarded thing ever to just wind everybody up and to confuse everybody. Which if we were in Satan's little season, could quite possibly be the entire design of that.
yeah,
So we can't put it past that. So but I know that there's like incredible beings out there. I mean, I've seen the Fairy Queen. She was really nice.
yeah,
I mean, you can't make this kind of stuff up. One of these days we'll talk about that. We'll have a whole show. We'll just talk about all paranormal stuff. But so these beings are here to help us. So it's not just all doom and gloom. I have also seen the reptiles as well. And yeah, well, we won't get into that. But so there's all manner of stuff out there, and we seem to be being slowly brought into this world where they all seem to exist. And I think that the world used to exist like that, and it's only been lately we've been told, oh, the humans are at the highest echelon of, and it's all been a lie. Everything's been a lie. Like they tell us we're the highest, grade of science so far. And I beg to differ, because if you go into the dumps and stuff and you look at their highest grade weaponry and their highest stuff that they have, their technology, it is still it's back technology from them, and they have much higher technology, and the technology that these higher I guess dimensional beings have can shut down any of their stuff at any time.
right.
So, and you can talk to them all the time. They'll like totally communicate with you. You can talk to source. So I highly recommend doing that. Just connect into these higher beings. Sometimes, I'm very guilty of being black pilled and but I'm down in the mire for you guys so that you don't have to.
God wins. We already know. I know it's been a long 5 years, but let's keep towing the line, guys, because This is truly soft disclosure. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe we are in the soft disclosure period.
Yeah.
And it had to be this way. I know it's been 5 years. I know people are tired, but we had to go through it. We had to go through it. And here we are.
It's all
I
very
somebody,
cringy and gay, I can tell you that.
well, and I wish somebody from start to finish, and I'm sure there is somebody out there that has recorded all the events. If we sat and had a complete timeline of everything that's occurred in the last 5, 6, 7 years, I think more of us would be full of the hopium like me, because I think there's a lot of things we've forgotten along the way because so much is coming at us at once. So
Yeah,
just
stuff
stay
that's
the
undeniable.
course. Stay the
Yeah.
course.
All right. Well, let's end it right there. And I think we did. I'll go check them out and see, and I'll just post them on YouTube, and then I'll post links on all our stuff.
And bear with us. This is our second episode. We're gonna get better.
Well, technically, it's our third one because we stopped it in the middle. So there's A and B on this one. So check them out. Thanks for being here, everybody. Don't go away. Let me just stop this, and then we can chill out for a second. All right. Bye, everybody. And I stopped.